Idaho has the 5th highest suicide rate in the country, and calls for help have ticked up since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Our Karen Lair looks at a new partnership to cut down on suicide deaths in tonight's Finding Hope.
We're really worried about the safety and well-being of our patients.
Since the start of the coronavirus pandemic, Terry Reilly CEO Heidi Hart says staff at clinics around the Treasure Valley are seeing patients struggling with several suicidal risk factors.
We recognize that many of our families and our patients are struggling with financial insecurity, housing insecurity, food insecurity, and when you layer all of that on top of social isolation, we're really worried about people actually trying to commit suicide or die by suicide.
So they applied for a federal grant from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. In August, they got word they were awarded $752,000 for a 16-month program to partner with the Suicide Prevention Hotline to prevent suicide in Idaho during the pandemic.
Suicide is one of the greatest risks that we're seeing in individuals as we deal with a prolonged stress of COVID in our community.
The money will mostly cover costs for training. Staff from the hotline will work with Terry Reilly employees, teaching them how to spot warning signs in their patients.
It's just to really build on the expertise that Terry Reilly clinical staff already have, and to increase the clinical awareness and understanding of suicide prevention and the zero suicide approach.
They'll also learn to help patients with safety planning to make sure they're accessing the right services, and
how to work with family members so that they can provide meaningful support to an individual within their family system that they're worried about. So a whole spectrum of training will be available.
After the initial contact, staff from the Suicide Prevention Hotline can assist Terry Reilly with follow-up care to make sure their patients stay on the right track.
Depending on the patient, it will be either in person or phone or text.
Karen Lair.
We want to make a difference.
Idaho News 6.